What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In this video, I'm going to be covering the stock account, the moves that I made today with options, the moves that I'm going to be making over the weekend in crypto, and any other changes to the portfolio. If you guys could smash the like, that would be very helpful for the algorithm. And let's get into the video. So today was actually positive. I transferred 7,500 of cash out of this account. So really we were up almost $2,000 in the account, but because of that transfer, it's showing minus 5,900. So just be aware of that. For today's movers, here's the account from largest positions to smallest positions. Pretty flat day overall. We got Palantir up 2.7, Meta up 1.5, Riot down 3%, and Enphase down 1.5%. With the transfer out, cash is now sitting at 8,500, and that will probably be going lower in the near future. So for today's moves in this account, like I said, I transferred the 7,500 out, and then I sold two Tesla 913 230 covered calls and collected $582 in premium for that move. Tesla's just really been ranging sideways, and so that's why I decided to go ahead and do that today. The other move that I made with options was I closed out the Meta 470, 465 put credit spread, closed that out for a 90% profit for $175. Figured I would just go ahead and close this. There's only like 18 or 19 bucks left to collect, and just decided to take that win. What were these charts? Okay, that was for later. Alright, now looking at the current options, we have a lot expiring over the next 2 weeks. Amazon, we have 145 calls that are going to need to be rolled, but still holding on to the extrinsic value there. Definitely going to have to roll the Celsius 45 puts that expire on the 23rd, but same principle there. Enphase, we got 105 calls expiring on the 16th, so those are pretty much right there at the money. Enphase is currently at 108. We have Microsoft calls 375 expiring on the 23rd as well. Palantir, let's see, the $32 calls were down 10% that we put on yesterday. And then we have for August 16th 24 calls, so those will have to be rolled soon as well. A lot of calls having to be rolled. Shopify, we have the 73 calls that are now down 2%. SoFi still have the $6 puts for the 23rd. And then Tesla, we now have the 205 calls that expire on the 16th, and 205 puts that expire on the 16th, and then the 230 calls for September. So depending what happens next week, I'm gonna have to do some rolling, but hopefully I'll be able to wait until at least the week of expiration, if not, maybe a few days beforehand. So that was that portfolio for the little Robinhood. Like I said, we closed out the Meta put credit spread. We still have the Amazon put credit spreads. Still have faith in these, so not touching those yet. And then the SoFi calls still down 21%. I did trade in and out of CrowdStrike yesterday. Because I'm buying it in a different portfolio than my main portfolio, which holds all of the CrowdStrike that I own, I'm going to be trading this if it comes back to my break even, because why not? So yesterday I basically bought 7,000 worth of CrowdStrike. It went up a little bit, and then it went down back to my break even, so I sold. And so I'm probably going to pick up some more shares next week. get to stocks on my radar last. Okay, now for the crypto portfolio, it's down to 2,900 in the past 24 hours. So basically Bitcoin did get up to 62,000, but moved back down below. Let's see what it's at right now. So Bitcoin right now is at still holding strong at 60,000. So I did add to this portfolio. I haven't been able to get to my laptop to make the changes here, but because I prefer to do it on the computer. But I did add like $1,200 to Aerodrome, and then I added to Ondo, but I sold back out of that. Same principle. So because the Ondo is being held in a wallet, the Ondo that I purchased on the exchange, it went up and then went back down. So I sold back to my break even, and now it's lower than my break even. So that's what I like to do when I'm adding to positions. So what I'm going to be doing over the weekend is pretty much just looking out, projecting over the next 12 months. I really feel like crypto could really outperform stocks, and so what I'm going to do is right now load up on some Ethereum, because Ethereum really has been lagging recently. So even if we look, so this is the Ethereum chart right here, and if we see the bounce back that Bitcoin had, Ethereum has just been lagging. So normally Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in those instances, but even if we look at Solana, which is my biggest crypto position, the rebound has been so much stronger. So it went down to 110, but then rallied all the way back up to 163 really quickly. But if we look at Ethereum, it's not been the same type of rally, and so I'm looking to take advantage of that, because during the cycle different narratives will explode or pop off or rally at different times, and I think Ethereum will have its time in the sun to shine. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that while it's down here. I remember during this time where Ethereum and Bitcoin is just really ranging, I remember these times here and here and here. I don't remember what these, I think it was this one. I believe this one was the Israel-Iran fears, because I was at work watching that happen live. I don't remember what these two were for. It might have been this one, but one of these drops, yeah, it was definitely this one. This drop right here down to this 2,800 was on the war fears. And I just remember saying, like, man, if it ever could just come back down to that 2,800, like, I'm really going to load up. And here we are down at 2,600, and, like, I'm not loading up. So that you have to ask yourself why, the psychology of these decisions that we make ahead of time, why it's so difficult to execute when we actually get that opportunity. And so I believe Ethereum is underperforming right now, which gives me a chance to load up. And basically that's why I transferred the money out of the stock account, is because I think from these levels, 2,500, 2,600, Ethereum is an easy 3x at least, maybe if not 4 or 5x. So I'm looking at stocks and I'm saying, is Amazon going to double? No. Is Microsoft going to double? No. Is Tesla going to double? Probably not. So, is Palantir going to double from here? No. But some of these plays I see are like no-brainer doubles, as long as the normal Bitcoin cycle plays out over the next year. And so that's my thesis. So all of that money is going to be going into Ethereum probably over the weekend, so basically I'm going to give, what I do is I give myself a buffer. So I'll say, okay, if Ethereum breaks, let's say right now it's pretty much at 25.91, let's just say 2,600, I'll give myself like a $50 buffer and say, okay, if it breaks 26.50, I'll go ahead and buy. If not, I'll be a little more patient over the weekend and see if it'll go lower for me, but not willing to let it go any higher than 2650. So that's what I'll do. And so I'm looking to take this Ethereum position from 5,000, which I have in. It's at 4,300s, 4,371, but I put in 5,000 because I bought at 2,963. I'm looking to build this to minimum, say $20,000, and then Solana, once it gets back to, I'll say Solana, maybe build that to 35,000. So I still want Solana to be the largest position, because what you want to do is, after a big drop like we had on Monday, you want to see which coins respond the best on the rebound, and Solana was clearly the best as far as the major market cap coins. And then last night, as we rallied above 60,000, looking at my portfolio, it told me that I'm allocating properly, because the Ondo, Render, and Aerodrome were each almost rallying 20%, and those are my biggest holdings. And so Echelon, Doge, and Beam, those were rallying like 10 to 12%. Obviously Brett was rallying almost 30%, but that's still a meme coin, so I still want to leave it down as the lowest allocation, although it's still been outperforming. So right now it's not the lowest allocation, but I still want that at the bottom because it does carry more inherent risk. But it's a good idea to see which coins are in highest demand when you do get those pumps, because that'll let you know basically if Bitcoin is pumping 10% and your altcoin is pumping 3%, then that's backwards. Your altcoin should, in most cases, unless you're getting some sort of big period of Bitcoin dominance, which is when Bitcoin outperforms even altcoins, unless you're getting one of those moments, your altcoin should be by far outperforming Bitcoin to the upside when it does rally. So seeing that pump last night definitely told me that I'm in the right projects, because those were doing quite well. So I feel very confident about this portfolio. So yeah, I'll look to move Ethereum up to the number 2 as far as largest holdings, possibly over the weekend. If we go retest those lows, I'll definitely will pick up some, as opposed to going heavier on some of the lower cap coins, just to give myself more safety. Because if I'm going to take money out of stocks, which are definitely more safe than crypto, then I need to at least be a good steward of those funds and make sure they're going into larger market cap cryptos, which have less chance of, evaporating out of thin air. It would not be wise to take money out of stocks and then put it into a meme coin or something like that. So that's my plan, and we'll see how it works out. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in again, and I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Take care, and as always, God bless.